In the vast, silent expanse of Egypt's Valley of the Kings, under a blanket of stars, some doors are best left sealed forever. For centuries, they guarded the secrets of the dead, whispering warnings to those who dared to listen. In 1922, one such door was about to be opened, unleashing a story that would blur the lines between history and legend, science and the supernatural. For years, the British archaeologist Howard Carter had chased a ghost, a boy pharaoh lost to the sands of time, Tutankhamun. Financed by the hopeful Lord Carnarvon, Carter's search was one of obsession, a final gamble in a valley everyone believed had long given up all its secrets. Then, on a fateful day in November, a single buried step was found, then another and another, leading down into the earth, towards a sealed doorway that had remained untouched for over 3,000 years. The air grew heavy, thick with the dust of millennia. After weeks of careful excavation, Carter, with Lord Carnarvon at his side, made a small breach in the final door. He held up a candle, its flame dancing in the stale air. For a moment, there was only silence. "Can you see anything?" Carnarvon asked, his voice trembling with anticipation. Carter, mesmerized, could only whisper the words that would echo through history. "Yes. Wonderful things." Beyond the door lay a treasure trove unlike any other. Gilded chariots, statues of pure gold, and priceless artifacts gleamed in the flickering torchlight. It was the discovery of a lifetime, a glimpse into the opulent world of a boy king. The world celebrated. Newspapers heralded the magnificent find, and the names Carter and Carnarvon were on everyone's lips. But as the golden treasures were brought into the light, something else, something ancient and unseen, seemed to stir from its long slumber. The first sign was a small, almost insignificant tragedy. Carter's beloved pet canary, a small bird that had sung cheerfully throughout the dig, was suddenly killed, devoured by a cobra. In ancient Egypt, the cobra was a symbol of the Pharaohs, a protector of royalty. To the local workers, it was a chilling omen. They whispered that the spirit of the king was angry. But this was only the beginning. A few months later, Lord Carnarvon, the man who funded the entire expedition, was bitten by a mosquito on his cheek. The bite became infected, and a mysterious fever took hold. His health deteriorated rapidly. On April 5, 1923, at the precise moment of his death in Cairo, a massive power outage plunged the entire city into darkness. Miles away in England, his dog, Susie, howled and suddenly dropped dead. The connection was too eerie to ignore. The whispers of a curse grew into a global roar. Journalists latched onto the story, dubbing it the Pharaoh's Curse. They reported on a supposed inscription, allegedly found near the tomb's entrance, that read, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." The legend took on a life of its own, and soon, a string of strange and untimely deaths seemed to confirm it. George J. Gould, an American financier and visitor to the tomb, developed a sudden fever and died just months later. Radiologist Archibald Douglas Reed, who x-rayed the mummy, was dead within a year. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes and a believer in spiritualism, publicly declared that an evil elemental was guarding the pharaoh. With each new passing, the media frenzy intensified, painting a terrifying picture of a vengeful spirit reaching out from beyond the grave. Was it truly the wrath of a long-dead pharaoh, or was there a more rational explanation? Scientists and historians rushed to debunk the myth. They proposed theories of toxic fungi or bacteria, sealed within the tomb for millennia, that could have infected those who entered. Perhaps the air itself, stagnant for over 3,000 years, was contaminated with deadly pathogens. They pointed to the fact that many of the supposed victims were already in poor health or advanced in age. They also highlighted that the central figure, Howard Carter, the first man to enter the tomb, lived for another 17 years, dying of natural causes at the age of 64. If the curse was real, surely he would have been its primary target. The cursed inscription itself was also a matter of debate. No reputable Egyptologist or archaeologist ever reported seeing such a text on the tomb walls. It seemed to be a fabrication, a piece of journalistic sensationalism that sold newspapers and captured the public's imagination. And yet, the stories persist. First-hand accounts from the time speak of an unnerving atmosphere, a feeling of being watched. There were reports of apparitions, strange noises echoing in the empty chambers, and an overwhelming sense of dread that clung to those who had walked among the pharaoh's treasures. Coincidence, they called it. A series of unfortunate but explainable events amplified by a superstitious public and a hungry press. But can we so easily dismiss the sheer number of strange occurrences? The death of the canary by a cobra, the city-wide blackout, the simultaneous death of a beloved pet miles away. When does a series of coincidences become something more? When does the statistical improbability of it all force us to consider possibilities that lie beyond our scientific understanding? The curse became a legend because it taps into a primal human fear, that some things are not meant for our eyes and that a price must be paid for desecrating the sacred. The treasures of Tutankhamun have since traveled the world, seen by millions. The boy king has become a symbol of ancient Egypt's splendor, but the dark tale of his tomb's discovery serves as a timeless reminder. Maybe the real curse wasn't an ancient spell etched in hieroglyphs on a stone wall. Perhaps the inscription was a metaphor. Maybe the curse was buried deep within human nature itself, our relentless ambition, our insatiable curiosity, and the greed that drives us to disturb the peace of the dead in our quest for glory and gold. The pharaoh has been silent for millennia, but his story still speaks, a haunting whisper on the winds of the desert. Thank you for watching. If you found this journey into the mysteries of the past intriguing, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exploration into the unknown. We'll see you in the next one.